Welcome to Exhibit Scotland TV, Biosphere live streams, live from the Galloway and Southern Ayrshire Biosphere. This is a digital access project aiming to help people who can't access nature, access green and blue health opportunities through online participation. To share nature with other people like-minded, to learn, to relax. So, as you can hear, there's a bit of sun behind me. We're at the Rookery. Yesterday we got here and there was some shooting going on, so we couldn't come in here. So we're going in now. So let's go. We discovered here yesterday that there's all these rooks up here. It's nice to see. So let's go into this woodland. I brought the wind baffle today because it's a bit windier today than it was yesterday. So let's go and explore. So as far as we got yesterday, we'd look at what looked like pink purslane. That was the question for the stream. Nice to see it. Lovely to see all the woodland plants. Again, it's a bit like meeting old friends we've not seen for a while. Lovely. Beautiful copper beach here. Cracking. Lovely colours. And quite open and grown. It's been there longer than some of the other trees. Or possibly same time as some of these other ones, some beside it here. A lot of wind throw here as a result of the storm. And that needs to be sorted out up there because that weight will be pushing on this tree and then you've got dominoes. So the sooner they relieve that tree by cutting those back, the better. Difficult though. It's not easy doing remedial work on fallen trees. So this is nice. Straight away, it's a lovely open space filled with what looks like nettles and some, probably that's bracken in there, might be broad buckler fern or another type of fern. Bit of rhododendron, not much. And yeah, that's a jack by the hedge, garlic mustard. Some dock, looks like possibly some snowberry there. That's also not great. So this woodland could definitely benefit from some volunteer work if we were wanting to engage doing some sort of conservation challenge. The John Muir Award has just been redeveloped, and potentially there's an opportunity for groups that work for a certain amount of time with me to achieve that. I've been a John Muir Award provider for a long time, nearly 20 years now, I realised. In 2028, I've done it for 20 years. So I don't suppose we'll see any deer in here today, because they'll all have been heavily persecuted yesterday. When we saw some of them on the other side of the valley yesterday when we were walking back. It's a nice space, relatively accessible. There's some sort of pathway going through that, whether it's a person pathway or whether it's an animal pathway. You can see that line there going down there, and you can see it goes off in that direction as well. Again, that could just be trampling from yesterday's activity, but certainly even just being here on the track, you are under beech and looks like sycamore. These are who knows? Lovely listening to that, isn't it good? Lovely. Oh, this is a nice little walk. To say, I thought it went a bit closer to the river, but there's a nice big grassy bit down there. I think that actually is where we were yesterday when we saw the Japanese knotweed and stuff. Before we got, I think it is, it is. So it's good to be able to orientate oneself in terms of effort to get up here. Again, it's not necessarily about just using one spot. It's about utilising all the opportunities for the different things that they bring. Different views, different convenience, different levels of fitness required, etc. So today's walk does require a walk-in, so it may be more for the more explorative amongst the community. Again, it all depends. Definitely got pretty good access. We're just walking along the track here. It's a solid track. You could literally drive along here if required. It's awesome. Just in terms of health and safety and stuff, you're bringing people out, being able to drive. If something happens to people, not that it would, but you never know. It's always good to have good access. Some burdock. Old though. I think it's probably the new burdock coming up here. And this is the old one here with all the sticky burrs that stick to you. So they've got hairs, little hooks. Nice little spot here. being a bit more tick aware today after gaining a little hitchhiker yesterday.
Faint signal says, I remember getting those stuck in my shoelaces as a kid.
Hi, faint signal. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? They get stuck in if you've got a long haired dog.
Never mind the Velcro shoes.
Sure. So we also have Sticky Willy, which is cleavers. It has little balls, tiny little balls. They also used to get stuck in your shoelaces, or in my shoelaces anyway. This stuff. Sticky Willy. It sticks to your clothes as well. It's got hooks. Look, see, it's kind of sticking onto my finger a bit. And when that properly flowers and seeds, it'll have little balls as well that stick to you. But yeah, burdoc's good. People make a drink out of it. Dandelion and burdock, which tastes a bit like root.
Faint signal says, Sticky Willy, haha, love that name.
Yeah. I think that's why people disliked having it on them. So people would go, Sticky Willy. Sound of a chiff-chaff and a wren. Chiff-chaff is going chiff-chaff, 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 chiff. Different from great tit, which goes teacher, 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 teacher. Teacher, 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 teacher. Different rhythm. I've got some wee birds. What are they? Making interesting calls. Oh, wee. Interesting. There it goes. Anyway, so one thing I will say about this walk so far is it's been very gradual. So ever since the start of the walk, there's been this kind of gradual incline. Wow. Anybody want to Google that? Oh, I hear a woodpecker. See if we can see the woodpecker. You gonna show yourself? It's just when my back's turned. Yeah. Lovely looking thing, isn't it? Anyway, you see that around and about every now and again. Couldn't work out my trees the other day. I think I might have got it down again, but it's having a bit of an issue. And I think that's the key thing about any of this, like learning a bit of the environment and stuff. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it, sort of thing. And so often what happens to me is I learn stuff. I reconnect myself with things over the summer, and I think, right, you're that, and you're this. I thought you were that. Actually, you're not. You're this, and that's the reason why. You find a little thing which just helps you develop your understanding, your knowledge. It might be a little physical feature, it might be where it's placed in the landscape, all sorts of different things. And then over many, many years, you will properly, well, I've developed quite a good understanding of the landscape and how it operates. And being connected to nature like that makes me feel like a more full being, a happier, more grounded individual. So this is what this is all about, helping you to understand this, and hopefully encouraging you to get out there. And if you can't get out there, bringing some of that to you wherever you are. So I found some, a member of the geranium family, which is called Herb Robert, which I really love. So let's have a look at it. This is Herb Robert. This little flower here, it's a member of the cranespill family. So all the cranespill, if you look at the little flower head that's not out yet, the little bud, it's got a little dangly bit on it. So all cranespills have got, like, the seed heads have got, they look like, cranes are like storks, if you like, so they've got a sticky out projection. And you see these lovely leaves, beautiful leaves, red stems, and it's a creepy plant. It creeps around in amongst everything, and I really, really like it. It's awesome. So here you go, there's some ash, some young ash coming up here. That looks good. So it's the young ash which is particularly good for identifying areas of ash dieback. They tend to get hit first, I believe, so good to see some healthy young ash. Wow. That's nice. It feels really rubbery, whereas this feels kind of hard and spiky. This stuff feels like a bit like balloons or something. It's fluffy. What does it smell like, guys? Nice.
Faint signal says, how's the temperature over there today?
It's quite warm today. It's getting increasingly hot going into next week. It's a little bit windier, so that's nice. But yeah, it's warm, and yeah, it's going to get warmer and a little bit cloudier, it says, but also sunny, a little bit cloudier and warmer. You can deal with that. So yesterday we were looking at hedges when we were walking. We were talking a bit about hedges and how hedges were stock barriers and things. So this looks like a hedge that has got away, as we say. So as you see all the way along here, these trees, they're pretty well close together and they're all in a line. So this looks like a beech hedge from a long, long time ago that's fallen apart. And then the trees have just grown where they stood. It might not be that, it might have been a deliberate planting. But just looking at, particularly in front of me here, the spacing is very, very narrow. So, I mean, it could just be natural regeneration coming up from the different trees. But it does also kind of look like old hedge. So these are features in the landscape which allow you to ask questions if you can, identify them in the first place. Oh, there's a big grey cloud over there. Wow. Oh, and the wind's changing. Wow. That's surprising. Okay. I don't think we're going to get rained on, guys. But, didn't expect to see or feel that energy there of moisture. You know, and moisture's in the air and rain and weather is coming. If you know what to sense, you're like, oh, I feel something in the air. That's what cats do with their whiskers. You ever wondered why when you open the door to the outside, your cat almost sticks its head out and has a little twitch of its whiskers and maybe comes back inside again? It's because that's what they're sensing. They're sensing for moisture and stuff in the air and smells and things that determine what might happen in the near future and whether or not they want to be out there. But yeah, this is a very pleasant walk. I wouldn't say it's a difficult walk. I'd say it's a medium. It's not an easy walk because it's got the long walk in, but it's also not a difficult walk. There's no you don't have to clamber over, stiles or get over rocky bits or, some of the stuff we found yesterday. It was a bit close. It was quite close to the water's edge, and it was a bit maybe not the best for elderly or infirm. Whereas this is, particularly if you could drive people up to the beginning where the rookery is, and start there and just walk along here, this would also be very, very easy. Oh, hello. So somebody we saw yesterday, we can spend a little bit more time with now, is these dog violets. Very pretty things. Really lovely. Look at those furry bee runways. It's just asking for pollinators to come in and take some pollen to another dog violet nearby. Awesome, aren't they? Beautiful little pansies. Lovely little things. So this looks like ash here. These ash trees look like they're just about to start coming out. This one's already starting. The buds in all of these look like they're about to go. Which potentially means we're in for a dry year, apparently. Although, I always kind of thought that the ash came out latest. But maybe that's just because of the oak before ash thing, and that was maybe a dry year. Interesting. I might have to have a wee stop in a minute and have a wee drink. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? So, a lot of the trees along here have got features. So this is a tree with an amazing feature. And that feature took a huge amount of time to develop. It's a rare thing. Looking all at these trees along here, lots of them have got little features. And those features took all the time that the tree took to grow and to manifest these features, if you like. So this big rotten core would have taken a long, long time to occur, and that supports things like bats and maybe owls and other invertebrates and things like that. So when you're in a woodland, the health of the woodland spans time and space. It's temporal and spatial. So it's, including things like the deadwood. See young alder. I like alder. Alder's nice. Doesn't mind water. Lovely round leaves. There's nice buds, and it's a kind of scrub tree. I like scrub. Scrub's one of my favourite types of woodland. It's a stage in woodland, between grassland and woodland. And the progression between like a grassland and a climax community, the full woodland. This is called a seral stage. And it's amongst the all the coltsfoot here, this leaf here, which is an expectorate. Talked a little bit about coltsfoot before. People used to use it to help them clean their lungs. That's where we were yesterday, down there. Before we...
Faint signal says, was that a reverb?
It is a riverbed, yeah. It is a riverbed. It was up around there. And I hoped we would be a bit closer to it. I didn't realise we would be up.
Thank you for understanding the TTS of my typo log.
No worries. Some more burdock.
CaptainEdith says, those little spiky fellows always do a number on Kelso.
I was going to say that earlier on, didn't though. But yeah, if you got a shaggy haired dog, they get in deep. And for dogs that want dreadlocks, birds are your friend. But it usually means a snarling scissors or clipper moment for the... So that little bird noise that you're hearing there is not a willow warbler. Oh, come on, chaffinch, come back. But it kind of does warble a bit.
CaptainEdith says, a long painful detangle.
You hear it sort of starts off a bit like a willow warbler, but then it tends to... It
Also
goes,
hello at
woo.
Exhibit Scotland TV and at Faint Signal.
Here at the end it goes wee wee wee. Wee wee. So yeah, chaffinches have got a lot of different songs, but that one's a chink. And hi, CaptainEdith. Woo! Lovely to see you. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. How is everything going today? Hope you and the fam are all well. So we're down on the walk that we couldn't do yesterday because of the deer shooting. And it's very pleasant. Very pleasant indeed. Certainly seems to have way better signal than that. That was weird, that dropout on the beach yesterday. I wonder if it was something to do with the fact that we were so close to the fire. Because, yeah, we were down at like no megabytes. But currently we're at 1.13 gigabytes. So I've been trying to watch my VODs, but I'm finding watching my VODs at night so relaxing that I end up falling asleep, which is kind of good, because that's kind of the purpose of them. It's to provide something nice and relaxing. So that's nice. This tree here. I wonder if it's been deliberately coppiced. Coppice is an approach to making multi-stem trees. It gets cut when it's young and then it grows up.
CaptainEdith says, everything goes groovy, thank you.
We're up high with the birds. Above the canopy here. Above the canopy over there. It's quite cool. Seeing over the canopies. I think there is a rising tide of people that care about nature, and what I'd like to see more is people's focus being channeled towards looking after biodiversity, looking after species and habitats, rather than looking at things like carbon and that sort of thing. Because it's not just a carbon issue we're facing in the planet. It's a distinct lack of biodiversity caused by human activity. A lot of things like pesticide use, for example, or breaking habitats up by developing areas of land and all sorts of stuff. So for me, the focus has to be on biodiversity. And he found some poo. He found some poo. What type of poo is this? I'm not sure. It's quite big. It's got a little twist on the end of it. Twisty bit on the end. Pretty sure that means it's a fox. I might be wrong. The Field Studies Council sell these really great little leaflets that are great for tracks and trails, and I've got one somewhere which has got some good depictions of different types of droppings that are left by different creatures, so I should get that in the bag for future walks. Note that in the VOD. Well, it's increasingly becoming sort of more kind of getting away from the river here. So we're getting these nice sort of open spaces with trees. I particularly like the fact that we're high up, and this is a key aspect of this walk for me, because the birds are not above us, they're like in front of us. I like it a lot. It's a nice birch coming up in that area there. Very pretty. I feel like it might be time for a wee snack. I hear sheep. Should we have a snack? I think we should have a snack, because I feel like this walk might just go on and on and on and on. I'm going to come back this way as well. So what I need to do is find a wee place to hang you, I think.
CaptainEdith says, yes, snacks, what you got today?
Today I've got some chicken bites and some crisps for snacks. Will you sit nicely there? Will you sit nicely in the tree? Not quite. Not quite. What about this branch? You hang nicely there. Is it too heavy for you. Still too heavy. Looking for a natural spot to hang you. Did quite nicely yesterday. I liked the shot we did in the gorse bushes. Cool. This hawthorn is a bit too flimsy. Oh, there's some amazing bracket fungi over there. Don't want to go trampling up to it. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? You see how it's got a kind of light coloured dustiness to it. So that's the spores from higher up coming out onto the lower down bits. It's got a little light brown colour. Nice. Nice old tree. I think beech trees are really sexy looking trees. They've got good shapes. Voluptuous. Check it out. There you go, you have a stream close up the tree. So chicken, and I've got some barbecue sauces as well. I'm gonna have a bit of chicken.
Faint signal says, there goes a wee bug down the trunk.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a wee bug.
We'll give you and the tree a moment alone.
I think the tree's nicer than me. Probably be a really good dawn walk, maybe even an evening walk to get the evening chorus. It's pretty, very still. No sign of any deer, so I'm not surprised. The amount of shotgun blasts we heard yesterday, I'm surprised there was any deer left.
CaptainEdith says, ooh.
I dreamt about streaming nature last night for the first time, and there were slow worms.
Deprogrammer 9 says, I kinda hate hunters. CaptainEdith says, hopefully they missed and that's what the poop was.
So I dreamt about slowworms, and I dreamt about seals as well. I dreamt about this guy who was saying that the seals have moved to a beach. Remember I was saying
A
yesterday
near
that
miss.
I thought that the seals had moved somewhere where they could have pups. And so that'll be me dreaming about that. But it was cool. I was looking at these seals really close up. Anyway. Maybe someone local to here in the future, near future, will tell me where they've moved to. That'd be cool. Ow, look at that tree. How cool. It's like a brain. Amazing. So many big branches too. For a beech. Beech suffer from sudden limb drop. And usually they drop limbs if they think they don't need them anymore. But this one's keeping them all. It's amazing. Fantastic.
CaptainEdith says, looks like the other tree is trying to harsh its buzz.
Yeah, there's a bit of fallen branch here. Which I'm sure the squirrels love. Squirrel right there. Up there in a jiffy. I believe we've got red squirrels in this area as well. So you never know. You might see a red squirrel. Haven't seen any squirrels down this way at all. Grey or red. Oh my god. That is awesome. So remember yesterday we saw a woodland full of white. Don't know if you can see that. If you look over the green of the field there into the trees, you'll see there's a kind of purple haze. Do you see that? Let's go in. So in there behind that field there, it's in the woods, it's just Bluebell Central. Let's go. That's amazing. I love it when you see big swathes like that. It's so pretty.
Faintsignal says, excuse me, while I kiss the sky.
Yeah. Love that song too. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. There's a feeder up there. Interesting. I wonder if that's a squirrel feeder. Who are you? Buzzard? Looks like it. Just sort of circling me at the moment. It's gone off in that direction. It's very quiet about what it was doing. I wonder if we're close to a nest. Yeah, it's coming back. Where has it gone? It was there a second ago. There it is. Incredible, they've got great hearing. I have imitated them in the past and they've come past for a good look. Owls are really curious if you can imitate an owl, or also ravens are the same. So I got into the habit of learning how to imitate. Look at this. This is is so nice, guys. Seeing all this bluebell, it's just so good.
Faint signal says, nice that they put out doggy bins along the road.
Exactly, smart. Don't see that very often, so also another thing which I'm noting. Got all this incredible bluebells.
Captain Edith says, beautiful.
It is. Absolutely stunning. So, yeah, it's like the sun's kind of above it at the moment. We've got a bit of a cloud. I wonder if it'd be worth hanging out here for a little bit. Oh, looks like someone else has been hanging out here. Yet again, people struggle to take their stuff with them. This is going to be a recurring theme that we're going to see when we're doing these streams. And yeah, the whole leave no trace thing is very difficult for people, it seems.
Captain Edith says, you just passed a bin too, lazy butts.
I know. So yeah, this is just absolutely beautiful. Lovely spot. I can see why somebody would like to sit here with a little fire. I totally get it. I understand. You know, but you know, even if they had just like left the stones and stuff like that and whatever, it would be like, okay, someone's been here, but it doesn't look too bad. But the balls is just insult, really, isn't it? Very nice here.
Watcher says, hello.
Same Watcher. Yo. We just found a little bluebell valley, or glade, or I don't know what you call it. A glade, I think. Super nice. Beautiful, says CaptainEdith.
Captain Edith says, cute.
Stitch works, which are. See, they're the same but different. They look like eggs. Yeah, fried eggs. Cool. What are you? I think you're chickweed wintergreen, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's right or not. What is this? It's a member of the cabbage family, the brassica. It's got cross-shaped flowers, crucifer flowers. See how they're
Captain Edith says, what was that just ran past you?
Oh, did something run past me? I didn't even see it. Was it small?
It did on the path ahead.
Ah, up here. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the plants. Was it in this direction?
Looked like a guinea pig, haha. Faint signal says, it was a windigo, but now it's taken the shape of a bush. Be careful.
Ah, right, okay, let's go. You thought it was a guinea pig? I'm really confused, really interested. Was it close or was it far away? Might have been a haggis. I've not heard of haggis down here this far. Usually they're only found in the Highlands of Scotland, but you never know, this might be a rare lowland haggis.
CaptainEdith says, yeah, about a meter from where you are now, ran in the bushes you're looking in.
Well, I'm crinkling now, so...
I'm gonna click and see if I'm seeing things, haha.
I thought I saw something in a clip once, and what it was a wasp. A wasp flew up to the camera really quickly and then flew away, and I saw it on the camera on the stream.
Oh, it won't go back far enough.
You'll have to wait for the VOD.
Haha, I'll see later when I watch with kiddo.
Funny. We never know, we might spot it now. If it is a haggis. There's a burrow here.
CaptainEdith says, oh, maybe a bunny.
Maybe. Could have been a baby bunny. But they're quite obvious. Interesting, it's more like a digging than a burrow. Excuse me.
CaptainEdith says, it didn't really hop either, more of a scurry.
Yeah, well, it could have been a squirrel.
H-88 says.
Because back there was the squirrel the box with the nuts, which could be there for birds, but it also might be there for squirrels. And that attracts attention to the area. So it might have been a wee squirrel. So I'm kind of looking in the trees as well. Maybe we'll see it on the way back.
H-88 says, bunny, I think, it lured me out of my lurk, haha.
Hey, Aidster. Nice to see you. Welcome in. And there's a track here. It goes up here and up and around. Do you see it? It's a clear animal track. And let's have a look. There's some footprints here. It looks like deer toe prints, quite pointed. Let's see what else. Is there anything else that looks obvious? There's definitely stuff going up and down here on the regular. And where does it go after this? I'm not sure where they go after this. I suppose they could go in anyway. It looks like there's a bit of a path up there. Interesting. You see? This path down. And then do they just cross and go across here? Perhaps. You see, where things don't grow in the grounds, you see that area down there, it's usually because there's traffic of sorts. And it's kind of straight across the road and then down there. And if you look down there, you can see further down in between the bushes, there's more path down there. Not human path, created by animals path. And, oh, in fact, you can see it's coming down here as well, right down there. So yeah, very, very doubtful that that's people.
CaptainEdith says, nature finds a way.
Sure it does. Nice Jurassic Park quote. We need to find another wee spot where we can sit and enjoy a bit of a sit spot together. Feeling the need for a wee sit spot. Oh, look, a wee house. Maybe we may have reached the end of the line. We seem to be entering into caravan park territory. Interesting. Look at this. Yeah, here we are. We're at the caravan park. The back end of it anyway. This looks like the caravan park dump. Where they dump old caravans. That one's on the deck. Wow. It's warm here in this quarry. Might be amazing for butterflies and for lizards and stuff. They like to heat up on rocks like this.
CaptainEdith says, free caravan if you're strong enough.
Basically, yeah. These look like free caravans. For whatever reason. I think they're pretty defunct. So yeah, if you wanted to live here after the apocalypse,
It's the green one.
Sure there'll be more than those ones. So wow, the heat is baking down right now.
Faintsignal says, gonna lurk while I get ready for work, cheers.
Okay. It's interesting seeing the rocks coming out of this quarry. Look how shiny that is.
Deprogrammer 9 says, just a little mouldy those caravans.
Yeah, I know. This looks like coal almost. Very, almost like glass. It's very nuts.
CaptainEdith says, that's awesome, looks like a scale.
This whole area is really got really interesting geology, so when you find a little quarry like this, there's opportunity to see into the land. See that bit there? How shiny it is.
Hster88 says, OHH, you ever spotted any viviparous lizards on your travels? Seen a video the other day saying they're native to Ireland. Ireland also has slow worm lizards, but apparently it was the British that introduced them.
All right. Well, we've got slow worms here for sure, and adders. Adders are vipers. And yeah, this is the sort of habitat they love, isn't it? heat up places like this in the early morning, and then go off looking for their prey. Which is kind of why we're having a look right now, because you never know. Just lift up things gingerly, just in case. Because they like to go under flat things sometimes. This is cool. It's also interesting to see the way things are colonizing this. Looks like some willow and maybe some birch trees, along with some honeysuckle and some good old acer, good old sycamore everywhere, gets everywhere. This is interesting. What that? I think it's just quartz. It might be stained slightly orange. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's definitely the rock though. Nice. Any snakes? Any snakes? Any snakes? Snake? Any snakes in here? No snakes in there. Any snakes? It's probably too late in the day anyway. If you're going to look for snakes, you need to come out in the morning. First light, when they're warming up. Once they get warm in the sun, they're off looking for snacks. One of their top prey are common lizards. And common lizards eat the wolf spiders. So if you see
CaptainEdith says, orange staining on quartz can be caused by various factors, including iron oxidation, certain foods, or even water stains. I googled.
Yeah, so I think it could be at least two of those. The ground up there, if you look at the ground above here, it's very red colour. It's got it's quite a sort of orange, irony deposit of some sort of sedimentary rock, maybe some mudstone in there.
CaptainEdith says, looks sandy.
And then under that you've got this hard volcanic rock under it. So I think the stuff a bit higher up is rich in iron, I think, which is why I think it's gone rusty, the rusty quartz. Okay, well, pleased that we've got this far. The guy we met yesterday said that this road didn't go to the caravan park, interestingly. Maybe it doesn't go quite to the caravan park, maybe it kind of goes around the back of it. So, happy days. It means we've reached the turnaround point. That looks like a type of pimpernel. So this looks like scarlet pimpernel, but a yellow version of it. Is there such a thing as yellow pimpernel? Guys, what is this? A little yellow plant. Five petals. Opposite leaves. Interesting. It's nice that it's there. growing beside some meadowsweet. You see the one with the spiky leaves and the red stem, that's meadowsweet. Yeah, not sure what that is. It looks like Scarlet Pimpernel but yellow. Scarlet Pimpernel being a little bit yellow, a bit smaller.
CaptainEdith says, yeah, you got it right.
E-Town, hiya. How you doing, buddy? Settle in, we're wandering about in the countryside, looking at stuff. In the biosphere, in the southern...
Town Junglist says, love you, Andy.
In the southern Ayrshire and Galloway biosphere. We found some retired caravans. So I was looking for a wee seat so we could have a little conflab and I could eat a bit of lunch with a view. But I'm feeling that this is a bit, although it was quite nice looking at the quarry there, I feel like this is a bit too urban for these streams. Let's get back in the woods. So it's been lovely. I've had a lovely time so far today. We tried to do this walk yesterday, but we weren't able to because there was some shooting going on here. So we ended up doing a big long walk, which I looked at yesterday was probably about 7 miles in total, and it involved crossing over the river, and I had to take my shoes and socks off and wade through the river, which was ever so slightly nerve-wracking carrying a camera. But we made it. Took it slowly but surely, and in fact, once we were just about to get out, I didn't really want to. It was nice in the river, paddling. My first paddle this year. E-Town's got a lot to answer for, to be honest, because E-Town started this thing called the Coffee Talk on a Wednesday, and lots of us used to go in there and hang out. And I thought, I'm just going to wander about my local beach and
CaptainEdith says, I'm going to go get something to eat, so I'll be back and forth.
And that kind of started the IRL explorations, doing that. And then I thought, this is all right. And then last year we went out away and explored it a bit more.
Town Junglist says, was here for your seal stream a couple days ago too, so good.
So now we're fully going for this as a digital access program, to bring nature to people that can't get to nature, basically. A digital and blue, an innovative digital and blue health offering. And sit side by side with my virtual reality offering that I have. Hopefully in the next week or so I should be able to start marketing this more locally. And what's great is that I've got support from the UNESCO Biosphere, which this is part of. I recently became a Biosphere guide and signed up Exhibit Scotland to the charter, their sustainability charter and stuff. So we're on board basically, and hopefully
Town Junglist says, wow, that's amazing.
Maybe some funding. So I'm looking for another way to make this sustainable. So you can help me through merchandise and through the Fourth Wall, and also membership through Fourth Wall. And you can help me by donating, and all of that pot of money will go towards new equipment, I think at the moment we really need to work out the dropout stuff. We need to have more solid connection, so we can go to more places and explore more. So it's just to be things like that, slowly building, or maybe not slowly, maybe fast, depends on how many people are up for donating. If you donate, like some people in the chat already have, you will go into a list of supporters, and so when I make videos and things that go on YouTube and all these sorts of things going forwards, your name will be there, your Twitch handle will be there, or your name if that's what you put in the donation. So trying to do something good, something different. Team nature, basically. And my hope is to be able to make this become a solid, recognised thing, and then maybe other people can start doing it too, and we can do it together. I'd also like the UNESCO biospheres are all over the world, so it would be also awesome for me if this could develop into a way to travel around sharing UNESCO biospheres all over the place, all over the globe. So biospheres are technically lots of different habitats all together and lots of different ecosystems all working together. But also the cultural aspect as well, the people aspect. So we'll be exploring the different locations around through the biosphere, anywhere we can get signal, basically. So I'm just having a look at this feeder right now, which is full of nuts, which I think is there for red squirrels. That's my hunch. They come up here, stick their heads in there and have a munch, go away, plant some peanuts in various places. So because of the location of this to where CaptainEdith thought she saw something running across the road, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a red squirrel, pal. That would be amazing if you managed to catch something like that. And one of the great things about watching the VODs is that I've noticed is there's things there that I don't necessarily see at the time. And yeah, so yeah, E-Town, it's basically you've been part of it, man. If you hadn't have done the coffee talk, then I wouldn't have had that idea to do those
Junglist says,
little
love
bits
it.
of the toffee talk, and because it was that, plus I met up with an occupational therapist at one of the hospices that has my VR content for their residents. She was saying that she was getting flat screen televisions in all the rooms that were internet capable, and so it was like that kind of happened at the same time as me doing the stuff with coffee talk, and that led me to think, right, I'm going to explore this a little bit more. Where can I fly the drone? How can I bring nature to people? Started looking at the networks for streaming, and then I was like, right, let's just do this. Let's basically being brave and, you know, trying to make a small channel into a really big channel. The plan is to try to every stream direct people to Fourth Wall, see what I have set up there in terms of membership, and I think you get a way better offering there. You know, Fourth Wall is the key membership place where you've got all sorts of offerings. You know, somebody came into the chat recently, a couple of weeks ago, and they said that last year on a stream that I was in, I noticed something about what they were speaking about, and I said some positive things. And I sometimes do notice things like that about people. Anyway, this person said, thank you very much. It literally saved my life. Decided not to take my life as a result of that conversation. People telling me that they're stuck in after operations and all sorts of things, and that they benefit from these streams. Like, the value is there. It's just about making it sustainable for me to be able to deliver it. You're the scout. Nice. Okay, well, Captain Edith, let me know.
Cheers to the disruptive.
Easy, Duke. Is that you cheersing me for disrupting it? Thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, please tell me if a raid comes in, because hey,
Carnestone says hello.
Hey, Slytherin Granny. Hiya, Slytherin Granny. Welcome to the Biosphere
Dukalunrika says,
in
see.
Galloway in Southern Ayrshire. We're in sunny Ballantrae now, pretty much. We're not far away from the village. Yesterday we were walking on the other side of the valley here. Wanted to come on this walk, but we're thwarted by people
Carnestone says,
shooting.
hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Ah, we're speaking Spanish. Were you speaking Spanish today? Slytherin Granny. Shout outs to Slytherin Granny.
Slytherin Granny says, hello.
Hello.
Carnestone says, no, not really.
Is ¿qué tal? I don't. Is that actually Spanish or is that Portuguese? I'm not sure.
It was a Fortnite stream. Slytherin Granny says,
Fortnite
no, just doing Fortnite.
So what's it? Mi hablo. What's it? Mi no hablo español. It was a Fortnite stream. Yay! Awesome. Early morning Fortnite streaming. Cool.
No hablo español. Carnestone says, what are you doing wolf hunting?
We are not wolf hunting. We're hunting for anything really. Wolves would be good. This is a nice view here. Do we have a wee stop here? Let's have a wee stop here.
Carnestone says, yeah, nice view.
There's a wee track down here. You can see the animal track down into the wood there. Very nice. I think it's time for a little break. So you're in the animal track right now. And I'm eating chicken bites.
Carnestone says, stop repeating my words, AI bot.
Funny. Domestic.
CaptainEdith says, it's Arthur, he's a handy bot.
I like being high up like this in the canopies of the trees. It's really cool seeing like the birds.
Carnestone says, oh, then it's okay.
Did you hear the buzzard, guys? Maybe you'll hear it now that he's turned his tractor off. Fizzy water.
Slytherin Granny says, TTS can be very handy.
Yeah, so this is Arthur we're listening to today. I think we've decided we're going to stick with Arthur as our TTS.
Carnestone says, he's too far away from the mic. CaptainEdith says, I think he's just sitting further back to eat.
I am sitting further away from you yet. because you're in the
A town junglist says, ah.
I'm being a little bit more tick aware today because
Carnestone says, and now he's shy and saying nothing.
now we oh wow, yeah, I don't want any more hitchhikers, so the long grass has now become a wary place for me.
Carnestone says, are you eating grass?
Oh, buzzards. Buzzards may fly into the screen. They're at the left of the screen. I think they're going to start flying across now. Do you see that? Do you see the buzzard?
CaptainEdith says, yeah, they're there, lovely.
Beautiful. And that's the sort of thing you see when you're looking over the canopy. Right. Up you come. I'm getting a low battery.
Carnestone says, I don't like them, they attack me.
Well, butterflies.
Me, an innocent jogger.
Buzzards. Do you get attacked by buzzards whilst jogging? That's quite funny. Right, so what I need to do here is I need to unscrew you without letting it fall because it's quite a heavy tripod.
My forehead was bleeding.
Oh no. Were you beside its nest by any chance? Sounds like a bit of an ordeal, really, for the bird as well. No offence, but they don't normally do things like that unless they really feel the need to.
Yeah, but the bird did say that.
Oh, it did say that. As it was flying by, it was like, "Get off my land!"
Didn't.
Oh, it didn't say that.
Quadrupop tree says, are the big-leaved plants on the right dock or a lily?
These ones here, these look like comfrey coming up this here. Comfrey's gorgeous when it comes out. Look at that beautiful spiral. I'm having a charging issue, guys, so the stream may be on its last legs. That lovely spiral. So yeah, I try to teach people to look for the repeating sacred geometry in nature. So spirals is one of those. I can hear a peeping noise.
Quadrupop tree says, ooh, my comfrey has more bumpy leaf.
Okay, guys, this is going to
Slithering
be.
Granny says, no audio now.
Yeah, I just put you on mute while I.
Back.
Thank you. I put you on mute because I was blowing in the hole.
CaptainEdith says, it's back.
So, for some reason, my either the cable or the power pack or the connection to one of those is not functioning, which is another thing that happens to IRL streamers. Today I thought that I wouldn't be going quite as far a distance as this, to be honest. So see how far we can get in approximately 10 minutes. It's about 10% battery. So get that kind of transfers to about 10% power. 10 minutes power, 1 minute per percent. So let's see how far we can get. Right, I've noticed I've picked up the pace. I'm definitely not going to get all the way home, but we can certainly walk at a more rapid pace than my wandering along looking at things pace. This is getting get my change gear, get my getting somewhere pace on. A lot of people have to run when I'm walking in like this. Kind of handy having big legs. Cover a good metre in a step if I want to. See if we can get back to the rookery where we started. Don't know if that's a bit of a big ask, but let's go for it.
Carnestone says, Bluebell Lane.
It's been very nice. We've had some beautiful bluebell moments today so far. Really awesome.
CaptainEdith says, yay, we went through a little lane full of bluebells.
Battery warning. So, in case we get cut off, because we will get cut off, I'd like to say you guys are amazing. Thank you very much, each and every one of you who's joined me, everyone who's supporting me with Grow TV. Grow TV? Grow this Exhibit Scotland TV. Holy moly, getting mixed up in my head. All this fast-paced walking with the Biosphere live stream.
Carnestone says, battery power down.
Yep, battery's about to go. So, I'll be back later on this afternoon.
THNX for the stream.
We'll go somewhere else. Quite like to go and maybe look on the beach. Hopefully the tide will be out when I get back. And my plan was to maybe go looking in some rock pools. So, basically get back.
Slytherin Granny says,
charge up,
thanks for the stream.
And then we'll get back out again. And yeah, I'm not sure why this battery pack isn't working. They're quite old battery packs. They've been well used. And they've all kind of done this eventually, where they say they've got power in them, and then you press the power button and it just goes boom. It doesn't do anything. So, but they have.
Rika says, cheers, thanks.
They have been great for a long time. Duke, you're a star. All these are great. I love having you out, all hanging around with me, sharing in the beauty of southwest Scotland's nature. I know many of you know how important it is to be able to access
Alice
nature.
DNB says, what you up to YouTube?
I'm out rushing back, or just winding up basically, so we're about to run out of power. So funny.
Carnestone says, appreciate what you are showing us.
Just rounding up, thank you very much for being part of today's walk, this morning's walk in the woods. We're doing lots of different types of habitats.
Are you off to invade England?
In the Biosphere here in Galloway in southern Ayrshire in southwest Scotland. Look at us, we've actually made it back to the rookery. Look at this. This is where we started the walk.